Norma Jane Pagaura, and I will be discussing Rizal's context of Philippines economic development in the 19th century. To begin, let's answer first the question, why was there economic growth in the 19th century? We all know that the Philippines was a colony of Spain for more than 300 years, or 333 years to be more specific. The problem of the Philippines was that the Spaniards were very corrupt and they monopolized the economy. But in the 19th century, there was a change, a positive change that happened. And this was the change from the mercantilism, which was an economic system used to unify and increase the power and monetary wealth of a country by strict government regulation of trade and foreign trading, monopolized laissez-faire economy. So what do you think is the difference between laissez-faire economy from the mercantilist economy? So laissez-faire economy in French means let it be, an economic philosophy of free market capitalism that opposes government intervention. So to further explain this, let me give an example. So imagine if the Philippines wanted to import abaca to France, but they cannot do that. They are not allowed to. So they could or possibly import abaca to France. They couldn't import abaca to France. Even though the price in the France was much cheaper, the Philippines would be stuck by buying abaca from France. So, if the goods from the colony of the Philippines have to go to Spain, they cannot export goods from the Philippines to other countries like France, England, America, etc. And what happened next is that Spain would then sell the goods to other countries at a substantial markup. So they would make the price higher to gain more profit. And the king and queen would be the only one to benefit from that. In short, the colonists or the Philippines did the work. They are the one who plant and harvest, but the Spain would be the one to gain the profit. So to simply put this, mercantilist economy was disadvantageous for the Philippines, while it was advantageous to the Spain. So how the economic growth started in the 19th century? So it was happened because of the opening of the ports to worldwide trade. The ports of Cebu, then Iloilo, and then Manila. When it happened, people started to come to the Philippines, not only Spanish traders, but other traders from different countries. And this was how mercantilist economy changed to laissez-faire economy. And it resulted to the rise of the export economy. It means that the Filipinos being able to send products outside the Philippines to other countries. And the increase in the demand for supplies happened. So the Filipino, especially the farmers, were then forced to produce more agricultural products due to the increase in the demand. Then this led to the rise of the Filipino middle and upper class. They were the tenants. The hacienderos, on the other hand, were the friars. So, what happened to the Filipino middle and upper class did was they rented land from the friars and they hired farmers to harvest the crops, plants, and then they send it to the traders. So when they reap the benefit from that, they get the money and they use the money for the education of their children. To sum this up, during the 19th century, the Philippines' economic condition gave rise to the haciendas, or the cash crop economy, where the large parts of lands would be used for the crops considered as cash crops. Some cash crops are sugar, tobacco, abaca, and coffee. Being open to world trade and having these products abundant in the Philippines became a major exporter for these products and then became well known in other parts of the world. By these events, there was a shift from barter system to moneyed economy. So that was all about the economic development of the Philippines in the 19th century Rizal's context.